addition rule for any two events. For any two events A and B, probability of A union B equal probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. This can be rearranged as probability of A intersection B equal probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A union B. This is called the addition rule for any two events. Now, how do we modify this for disjoint events or mutually exclusive events? If A and B are disjoint, we know that probability of A intersection B equals 0. Therefore, we can write addition rule as probability of A union B equal probability of A plus probability of B. Now let me explain an example. Motor vehicles sold in the United States are classified as either cars or light trucks and as either domestic or imported. Light trucks include SUVs and minivans. Domestic means made in Canada, Mexico, or the United States, so that a Toyota made in Canada counts as domestic. In a recent year, 77% of the new vehicles sold to individuals were domestic, 52% were light trucks, and 44% were domestic light trucks. Choose a vehicle sale at random. Find the following probabilities. First, let me draw a Venn diagram for this example. We know there are two events here, domestic and light trucks. Now, we need a Venn diagram with two circles, D domestic and T light trucks. We know that 44% were domestic light trucks. That means the probability of domestic and truck is 0.44. That is the intersection of the D and T. Therefore, 0.44 must be in the common region. 77% of the new vehicles sold to individuals were domestic. That is the probability of D. Now go back to the Venn diagram and the circle D. In the circle D, we should have 0.77. 0.44 is in D already. Therefore, we need to find the yellow region probability. How do we find it? 0.77 minus 0.44, which is 0.33, is only D part. 52% were light trucks. Again, go back to the Venn diagram and the circle T. 0.44 is in there already, but 52 should be the whole area. Therefore, we need to find the only T part. Then how do we find it? 0.52 minus 0.44 is 0.08. Now we need to find the probability of neither. That means probability of D union T complement. How do we find this? We know the probability of the sample space must be 1 or 100%. Therefore, we can subtract probabilities in the circles from 1, that is 0.15. 0.15 is outside of the circles. Now we completed the Venn diagram. Go to the part 1. Probability of domestic or light truck. How do we write this in a mathematical notation? Probability of D union T. How do we find it? From the Venn diagram, we add all the values in the circles. It is 0.85. Now let me explain how to use the addition rule for this example. What is the addition rule? Probability of D union T equal probability of D plus probability of T minus probability of D intersection T. We know all probabilities. So just plug the numbers to the formula. The answer is 0.85. Now go to the second one. Probability of imported car. How do we find this probability? We know this circle, D circle, is the domestic. Therefore, out of the circle D must be imported. So, how do we find the probability of imported car? But then consider the T. T is the truck. 0.08 is the probability of imported truck. Then how about the outside of the circle? Imported cars. Therefore, we can find the probability of imported car. It is 0.15. Now let me explain some other probabilities. Let me find the probability of imported truck. We know the domestic, the circle D. Therefore, imported truck must be outside of the D. Now, we consider the truck circle. Therefore, we can say probability of imported truck is 0.08. Now let me find the probability of domestic car. Car should be the outside of the truck and the domestic should be inside of the D. Then answer is 0.33.